Hello, 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 and welcome to Photo Finish, the great pop culture debates video series dedicated to judging the looks from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13. I'm your host, Eric Resniak, and I'm joined today by my very special guest judge, Kathy Kingsley. Hello, Kathy.
Hi, Eric.
And actually, just so everyone knows, Kathy was also pregnant by her imaginary friend, and now she's had the baby. So please call Bossy Rossy for a very special episode. We are going to get right into the looks from Season 13, Episode 6. The theme of the runway was Beat It! So they're all looks featuring beads, and we are going to jump right in. Kathy, what did you think of our first girl up? It's Denali.
I actually really loved this look. I think the beading obviously is front and center. I love the concept of the chandelier. I think the silhouette is lovely on her. The headpiece is enough without being too much. And I think the hair is actually really, really becoming on her. This is a total toot for me.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shoot this because Denali is getting paid dust by the judges. I call her and Rosé Team Tempur-Pedic because the judges are sleeping on them so much. And if it means giving her a couple extra points in our pool, I am completely comfortable with that. So I'm shooting this. I agree with everything you said. She's had a couple of very strong looks, especially runway-wise, in the past few weeks. The one criticism I heard was that this wears her. She's not wearing it. But I actually think she's pulling it off. I really do. So shoot for me, toot from Kathy. Next up, we have Rosé. Kathy, what did you think of our girl, Rosé?
I agree with everything you said about the judges sleeping on them because I really like this look. It didn't initially read bead to me, but when you look closer, there is a lot of detail here, and it's really, really beautiful. There's a lot of work that went into this garment, and I think it's one of her most successful looks this whole season. Unfortunately, I think her runway hasn't been up to the level of her performances. But this whole week, I think was a total win for Rosé, and I'm shocked she wasn't in the top, but this is, again, a total toot for me.
Total toot for me. The taste jumped out, Kathy. Agree 100%. This is a great look for Rosé. I've really struggled with her fashion thus far in the season. I love her, but I haven't loved necessarily what she's been showing on the runway. This is bright. It's colorful. This to me feels like the 80s girl that Rosé has shown us to be. And I want to see more of this from her. Total toot. Next up, it's La La Ree. Kathy, what did you think?
Oof, I like La La Ree. I really do. Her personality is adorable, but this look, the Mardi Gras theme's a little expected. It's a little obvious. I love the movement of the garment. I think it moves really well. It's just not polished enough. And Michelle called this out on the runway that, you could see the seam on the side, and it felt a little unfinished, unpolished. I love the hair with this. I love the wild, crazy hair, but I struggled between a boot and a moot on this. I'm going to go moot on this.
I also struggled between moot and boot on this, and I'm glad you mooted it. I'm going to go ahead and boot it then, because for me the unforgivable sin was the bodysuit with the rip on it. It's just not okay at this level. I think Lala looks amazing from the neck up again, and that's been consistent with her. She looks beautiful, and I agree it has some great movement. It's, as you said, expected. It's not particularly exciting. That's, to me, is the La La Ree experience. It's expected and it's not particularly exciting. I'm sorry. So it's a boot from me. Next, it's Got Mick. What did you think, Kathy?
Oh, I struggle with this one too. I like a lot of things about this look. I like the 60s silhouette, and I particularly like the bead little bracelet on her one arm there. I like that a lot. But as soon as she turned the corner, I saw the headpiece, and I immediately went back to Latrice Royale's look on All Stars 4 for latex. And again, it's a look that just stuck right in my head. It's been done before. I really, really like the makeup on this. Her painting is superb. I know that's something that that's one of her strengths, but I'm going to go moot on this one because there are things about this that I like, but it wasn't a toot for me.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and I will toot it only because I think it is objectively pretty and it's interesting. 100% had the same reaction that you did with the headpiece and Latrice. It was the exact same feeling. I've seen this. and I don't know why you would do that with the fans of the show, which are obsessive, right? But I still think it's exciting looking. It captured my attention. And it was a different approach to this than anyone else this week. So I'm tuning it. Next, it's Olivia Lux. What did you think, Kathy?
Oof, I'm going to get hate for this. I'm going to boot this look. I like the idea of beads in the hair. I think it's cute. It's very cutesy. The whole look head to toe. There's nothing objectively bad about it. But this is the second time that she's done something that another queen has already done on this season that I don't know how you don't have that kind of awareness where you're like, ooh, the judges have already seen this and maybe I should consider doing something else. Now, maybe she didn't pack anything else that would work for this theme, but this is Candy Muse's hair from 2 weeks ago. And she already did the same thing with Simone's look, the boxer look. So I'm going to boot it.
Is it Candy's hair or was Candy wearing her hair? That's what I don't know. And that's where I'm struggling.
Maybe.
I'm mooting it because I don't know the answer to that. But my issue with this is it's really juvenile. I get that she had a storyline that is kid, jump ropes, beads. I get what the whole concept was. To me, it's not elevated and it just did not excite me. So I'm mooting it. Next up, we have Utica Queen. What did you think, Kathy?
I like Utica Queen a lot. Her aesthetic is kooky and weird, and that's always interesting to me, a queen that does something that's different, and this is very different. It didn't initially read bead to me, but the more you look at it, I mean, there's a lot of beadwork on this, and it's a little bit creepy and a little bit kooky, and I think that's exactly who Utica is. This is a toot for me. I like it a lot.
I'm gonna moot it, and I think William's getting angry with me because of my opinions. But to me, this looks like a mess. I think it just doesn't read sophisticated. It doesn't read runway ready. To me, it's just not exciting and it's not interesting. And yeah, I guess there's a lot of beads with the pearls, but I expect more from Utica. I just do. It's the same thing I'm dealing with Taste on UK. So I'm gonna go ahead and did I say moot or boot originally?
I think you said Moot.
I'm mooting it. I couldn't decide between two. I'll go with moot. Next, it's Candy Muse. Kathy, what are your thoughts on Candy?
Oof, on the look. Okay, just on the look. I think from the neck up, I like it. I think the hat is really cool. The hair is nice. The mug, I think, is very pretty. It's one of the prettiest mugs I've seen her have on the show. But this is the second or third time she's worn just a bra and panties. And that's frustrating to me because, like, this is season 13. Like, you got to do more than just a bra and panties all the time. It does look expensive. I'll give her that. And the fur is very luxe. I struggle with this one. I'm going to go moot on this one.
I'm tooting it, and I'm going to get a lot of angry responses for that. But I'm doing it in part because I'm finding my own intense what's the word that I'm looking for? Dislike is not strong enough. Rejection of Candy as a queen. So I'm finding I have to push myself to be fair to her. I think the hat's great. I think the fur is amazing. I hope it's a faux fur. I don't know why more queens don't wear full fur on this runway. I think the idea is really cool, and I think in still photos, it's gorgeous. But I think as soon as she starts to walk, it's a mess. It gets tangled. So I'm going to go ahead and toot it. Next up, it's Simone.
Oh my gosh, this turned the corner and I yelled at my screen. I love this look. It is so different. And this is what I expect from Simone. She just nails it. She's got a look. She knows what it is, and it's executed beautifully. The colors and the patterns against her skin are amazing. Her skin looks luminescent again. And when she turned around with her name in her hair, I mean, that was just, it's everything. It's a shoot for me.
It's a shoot for me. Everything you just said. I audibly gasped when she turned around and had the beads with her name in her hair. That is a moment. Simone keeps giving me everything I want. She killed the challenge. She came out there. She snapped our neck on the runway. Memo to the producers. Cancel the rest of the season. I don't need to see any more of the Candy Muse show. Give the win to Simone. Send everybody off with a nice prize package. We're done. Next up, it's Tina Burner. Kathy.
Oh, geez. I again with the Mardi Gras theme, it's a little expected. But this is kind of Tina's brand. It's campy, it's kooky. I get it. The reveal, the first reveal where she took the pants off, it took me a second to like, did she actually do anything? Did anything change? The second reveal with the glittered titties is great, and it's goofy. I have fit issues, and I know this is supposed to be baggier, but she's had kind of fit issues with a lot of her outfits, I think, for me, and it's not a lot, but they're just off enough that it's a little distracting. I went back and forth between a Moot and a Toot. I'm gonna toot it. I've been mean so far. I'll toot it.
I pooted this, and so I've been getting a lot of shit for hating Tina's look or for liking Tina's looks. I stand by everyone that I've liked this far, but this was really bad. I was like, oh, it was almost grotesque. Like the whole thing was just not a work. It did not work for me at all. At least she wasn't my ketchup and mustard, folks. And finally,
right.
We have Elliot with 2 P's. What did you think, Kathy?
I like the idea of this, and I think the way the beads are laid out is really nice. I think the eye makeup is way too dark to go with that hair. It was distracting for me. The movement was nice. This was okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it looks good, but it's not super exciting to me. It's kind of like Elliot for me. It's just okay. It's fine. It's a Moot.
I tooted this. I actually think Elliot looks like $1 million in this. Of all of the Mardi Gras concepts, I thought this was the most interesting. I loved the hair and makeup on her. I think she should go for that much more severe 1920s style more often. It suits her face. William agrees with me. So no, I thought this was actually a really great look for Elliot, and it worked beautifully in that lip sync, which she 100% slayed. So toot for me.
Oh, definitely.
Kathy, who was your top toot of the week?
It's hands down. It's got to be Simone. That was just such an iconic look. It's a moment. That's going to be one of the memorable moments in Drag Race history, I think.
Absolutely. It's also for me, Simone is the top toot. She's out there. Not that. Simone is out there every week, just absolutely killing the game. And it seems to me, why are we even going through this exercise? With
give me a few months.
So, right. I will see. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Kathy, and thank you, William, for joining us. Please make sure that you check out our YouTube channel for more Drag Race review videos. We also do UK too with our Birdwatch series. And make sure you head to Great Pop Culture Debate, where you can find, greatpopculturedebate.com, where you can find all the episodes of our podcast. You can find blogs and reviews of each episode of Drag Race. You can find information on our viewer pool that we do. And you can also find polls about that we need your votes on our upcoming episodes. So thanks so much. We are going to head out. I'm your host, Eric Resnick. Have a good one. Bye-bye.